Revenge is not the Jedi way.
I am no Jedi.
Hello there. Right, welcome back to Return of the Nerd unboxing. So I have with me the new Hasbro Pulse exclusive. It's the 7-pack, the Cantina Band. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the packaging. I'm going to open it up, get the figures out, and then I'll put them into some kind of display. So I've got 4 boxes here. And I just wanted to show you the size compared to, you know, like a normal sized. This is the Army Builder pack with the 4, and this one's got the 7, so they're pretty huge. I'll show you the front. It's really nice. Look, in it. And there's always been some confusion to how many members there are. I mean, some people say, I've watched The New Hope so many times, and I've counted there's only 5. And then some other sources say 6, and now we've got 7. Okay, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to open this up and take a look inside. And this one is, I'm based in Taiwan, so I've got like the Taiwanese import sticker on the side there, you know, and you've got the plastic-free packaging. Information. This is the front actually, where it just says Figurine Dan and the modal domes. You know, it would be nice if they actually named each character, because I looked up their names. I googled the Cantina Band, and God, it's so hard to even pronounce these names. The fact that I can say Nail and Chill, the only reason I can say that is because, you know, I collected the Black Series, so I know Figurine Dan and Nail and Chill, and the others, oh my goodness me. And it's kind of funny, it's just one of those things, right, for Star Wars fans, even you're really super hardcore, and you can like reel off like hundreds of characters, and you can say what planet they came from, what species they are, like... Even the hardest of hardcore Star Wars fans will probably not be able to tell you the 7 names of the Cantina Band members. Right, so let me just go grab one, and I'm going to open the box. Right, I'm back. Okay, so just open this up here. Really easy to open. There's basically just like one piece of tape, and then just use your box cutter. You know, just cut that off, and then that's it. And like, you got these individual trays, and everything's wrapped in the tissue paper style that we get now with both, you know, Black Series and TVC. I guess, wait, let's just count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I thought maybe they would have like an extra like sachet for their instruments, but then that would be really confusing. See, I don't even know if these all look the same. Is this just like 7? Because they're all the same species. So if Hasbro, I mean, it's very easy for them just to like you know, manufacture 7 of exactly the same, and you like, which one's Figurine Dan? It's like, I don't know. So I'm going to open these up and have a look and see if there's any differences between, you know, the individual figures. I doubt it, but let's take a look anyway. Oh, look, there's another one under here. Wait, so I'm going to take that out. I've got 1, okay, 2, okay, so he's under that one, and then that's another one, 3, let's have a look here, 4, 5, 6, 7. So wait, okay, wait, 5, okay, there's another one, 6, no, 6 is over here, and 7. Okay, so yeah, alright, so they're the 7 figures, here, and here, and then these 2 here, I'm just guessing are, yeah, the instruments, and then they come separately, so that just tells me that already I know that the figures are going to be like all exactly identical. So anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to set this up and open up the sachets, and let's take a look, you know, a nice close-up look at the instruments and the figures. Okay, that was fun. Yes, they are all identical. And I do not have the figurine Dan that came on the Star Wars card back. I believe that one was VC249. That came out in 2022. The New Hope figurine Dan. So I guess this is like exactly the same as that one. So yeah, it's got the same pants. And I was watching one of Busk's Bounty's videos because he's the go-to man for TVC. And he was saying that the legs here, this portion here, go look at your Death Star gunner, because I think like it's basically been retooled. The rest is all, you know, the Cantina guy. I like the head sculpt. I think it looks really, really nice. I love those shiny, like the shiny eyes are really cool, and the detail on his mouth is really nice. There's obviously a hole in here. They all have holes, right? So because, you know, some are wind instruments, some are not, but you want to be able to like mix and match with your instruments. Yeah, it looks all right. Oh, there's quite a lot of like detail on the neck as well. Like, just try and get close up of this. Yeah, look, the skin on the neck is all wrinkly and like, ugh. That's kind of cool. I like that. It just looks like he's like got this super big brain. Maybe they're a very intelligent species, the Bith. I don't know. But yeah, I do like this figure. I mean, when I was a kid, we had the Kenner toys, and they didn't bring out any of, you know, Figure and Dan, any of these guys. And I was kind of disappointed by that. And even though they did have a lot of Cantina background figures for the kids to play with, you know, Hammerhead and Snaggletooth and Walrus Man were all very popular and bestsellers, but they never had any of the guys from the band. And I do remember in the late 90s or the mid 90s when Hasbro had bought Kenner, and they came out with those humongous 12-inch action figures of the band, and wow, they were just amazing. I don't have any. I wish I did, but and I know that you can get the 3.75. I think it goes way back to, let me see, Star Wars was 1977, and I think it was the Saga series. So that would have been, no, not the Saga series. It was the 30th anniversary line, wasn't it? So that would have been, yeah. Look, I'm pretty sure that these came out for that 30th anniversary of A New Hope, but there were only 5 of them, not 7. So now we've got 7, and that version, they all had like these jackets, these little like little, I don't know if it was soft goods or not, but they had like a little jacket over the top as well. And the articulation back then, you know, like I don't think the legs moved at all. But if you've got that set, I mean, that's really, really nice. These guys look cool. I like it. The articulation is good. So I'm, you know, because I'm really into posing my figures. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set these guys up on a spinny table and get all the instruments, you know, into their hands and see how well that works. Because they got nice big hands. It looks okay. That could probably grip quite well. Let's have a look here. Yeah, it's not bad actually. It's got some. You know, it doesn't just rotate, it actually moves in different directions. And you've got, what we got here? Oh, you've got the upper body, that cut there. And it swivels. That's quite nice. I think the proof is in, like, I mean, me just holding it and then, you know, contorting him, putting him in all these different, it doesn't really. You've got to get the instruments in there, and you've got to get them set up on a spinny table and then show off some poses to really, you know, test them out. So I'm going to do that. It's like oh, his knees are really stiff. Ankles are very loose. Knees are very stiff. Oh wow, look at that. That's good. But the thing is though, like, I guess these guys don't really need like so much articulation from the waist down because they're playing instruments. It's not like they need to do any karate kicks or beat people up, you know. So okay, I'll put this guy back, and then we'll put the instruments into their hands and see. Let's just see how that works. Okay, right, that was fun. I almost like crapped my pants because I thought, I've lost one of his instruments. I was like, these things, be careful. The drummer, he's got two, obviously, he got two drumsticks, but they're so tiny, and the last one just got wedged in the corner of the little tissue sachet, and I was like, oh no, don't let me, please, don't let me have to get under my table and go, like, spend an hour looking for this little thing. So be careful with that. The drummer's name is Sunil Ied. So I'm going to go through all the characters' names now because I'm such a geek. Right, which one's the drum? I can't even tell which instrument is which. Let me see. That's not the drum, is it? Which one's the drum? Is it this one or this one? I can't remember. And it's called, let's have a look. Ichabel Gaunt has a double Jossamer. What the hell is a double Jossamer? The Omnibox. Oh, wait. Which? So this must be, because this looks like a box, right? Okay, so this must be the Omnibox. All right. And the Omnibox is Tech More. And the one, this one was like looks like a bagpipe. This is actually my favorite one. I really like this one. This is probably the most memorable instrument from, you know, when I watched it and I was a kid and I just like was, that looks so cool. It looks like a bagpipe. What is that? I don't know what that is. See, there's like Nail and Chill has a Banfield, so that's got to be one of the clarinet type instruments. Doc Nats has a Duranian Beshiquil, and the other guy who I haven't mentioned is Ted Dahai has a Fanfare. Okay, you guys can go look that up on like Wikipedia. I'm sure there are websites out there that would explain all these different instruments. But you know, these are exactly the same, aren't they? I mean, there's two here. They're totally the same. And I think that they came with the New Hope TVC figurine Dan that came out recently. He comes with, I could be wrong, I think these two and this little one that looks like a flute. All right, so there's these three wind instruments. Oh, and there was another one here. Look, there's four wind instruments. This one looks like a little clarinet. You know, so you correct me if I'm wrong in the comments section, but I know Figurine Dan, you know, on the card back with the bubble, he does come with, like, is it 3 instruments already? So there you go. Phew, okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, that took me a while, and I'm not using any tack. With the Black Series, I'm so used to standing those up. Those things are like really bulky and they're quite easy to stand up. With the 3.75, it's just so fiddly, you know. But I didn't use any tack, and I don't have any figure stands either, but I managed to get them all in their individual unique poses, just like on the box there. And yeah, they're fantastic. They fell down a couple of times, but I put them all back up again. I think they might be a bit too drunk. They've had a bit too much green milk. I'll go through each one and just give you some tips on these, because, like, I think that when they're put up in, like, this whole group, you know, like scenario here, they just look wonderful on your shelf. And that, I mean, that's the whole point of this, isn't it? Is to take them out and to have them look this way. This guy was the hardest one to get to stand up, because obviously with this massive, like, bagpipe instrument, he becomes front heavy, top heavy, so he tends to just fall forward. So you've got to, like, twist the hips here. I mean, that's why Hasbro put these extra joints in at the top of the leg. You know, there's always that little cut here, right? That's why you just got to play with that. You've got to, like, keep rotating the hips, pull him back a little bit so you can get that center of gravity and distribute the weight just right, and then he'll stand up. This guy was, like, pretty easy to do. The only criticism of this one is his clarinet looks like it's warped. It's a bit bendy. I would have liked for Hasbro to have made the instruments with a more, like, a kind of a much harder plastic to make it look straight, because, yeah, but it's really cool, and it's quite easy to fit the mouthpiece, you know, in there, so it looks like he's playing away. So do take some time to set these up, you know. This guy here is really cool, the drummer. But I would like to have, this should have been a bit higher, I think, you know, like, 'cause I think this should come up to about here. I mean, if you want to give him a chair and have him sitting down, you can. But I'm just saying it should be about here. It just kind of is too low, right? The drumsticks are good. They fit in his hands quite nicely. Make sure you get them the right way round. Right, I'll take him away as well. And now we're left with these four. This guy with the Omnibox is my favorite. This is wicked. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Perfect. I think Hasbro, like, they designed this. The measurements were just, like, so perfect. You know, not like that. Recently we saw the speeder bike, right? Again, Hasbro's re-released that. And the Biker Scout is, like, he can actually, his bum doesn't touch the seat, you know, and every time it's always a problem when you've got a character that needs to sit on something. You know, their feet need to touch the pedals or whatever it is that they need to touch. This one is just perfect. I mean, look, I'm going to go around here, 360. Oh, I shouldn't do that. They'll copyright strike my video. Yeah, this one's awesome. He sits down really, really well. I like that pose. He's like hey man, listen to the vibe. Look, oh. So I'm going to put him over here with the others, right? And then this guy's got this. He's got the smallest instrument. It's like this tiny little flute. And again, it's a bit bendy. Yeah, I would like to have had harder plastic, but looks cool. And it also helps if you twist them, like, you know, like we were talking about, there's this cut here at the top, right, for the hip. It's not the hips, I mean, it's just, this part helps a lot with them to give them that stability when they're posing, so it's really important. And the last two are the same. These two are the same. They've got those huge, like, clarinet-like instruments. And yeah, these ones were easy to stand up, but because this is so chunky, you know, this one is quite thick, so it's actually hard to, like, get it into his hand. The grip, I find that the grip on the hand, the space in here is it's a little bit, you know, it's like it's a little bit tight, it's a little bit small. His hands are a little bit small for this one, but you know, yeah, of course you can do it. So I think this is a challenge for Hasbro, you know, because of getting the mouth and the hand grip and all the, you know, the size of the instruments to be just right so that they can hold them in position and actually look like they're playing and really, like, getting lost in the music. Like, I think I did a really good job, and I can't wait to put these on the spinny table and have them go round. And I think that will be the end of my video today. So I totally recommend that you get yourself one of these Hasbro Pulse exclusives, the 7-pack, Figurine Dan and the Modal Nodes. Okay, I shall see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, and I've got another unboxing coming up very soon. I think probably a Black Series will be the next video. And you can also catch me on my weekly vlogs as well, where I update and tell you the news. Okay, guys?